Welcome back to the channel. Long time custody dispute ends in murder. Without any further talking, let's let the video roll.
A mother and daughter found dead over the weekend in a Las Vegas hotel room in an apparent murder-suicide. The pair were from Utah, in town for a cheer tournament over the weekend. The team was the first to contact the police when the 11-year-old didn't show up for the competition. And while a motive hasn't been disclosed yet, new court documents offer some insight into the family's history. Fox Eye's Talia Kirkland here with us tonight and has more answers here. Talia?
Tom, those court documents show that Tanya McGeehan and her ex-husband, Brad Smith, have been entangled in a bitter custody dispute since their daughter, Addie, was just a toddler. However, over the weekend, her cheer team said nothing seemed unusual about the mom and daughter until Addie didn't arrive for Sunday morning's competition.
Yeah, I do know that the devil hides in plain sight. My first response watching this video live, I want to say on behalf of the daughter, sorry this had to happen to you. Secondly, I believe, in my personal opinion, that it was extremely selfish on behalf of the mom to do this. Yo, she was only 11. She was only 11. And this is not going to be the first time we see this. There are a lot of people out in this world that worship their children. Y'all let me know down in the comments. There are a lot of people in this world that worship their children, that make them an idol. And when things don't go their way, or when something happens, you see a totally different person arrive. I want to read something to you guys. Now, we break the news here, but we like to tie in the Bible to make it make sense. If you're watching this video, I want you to turn to the scripture. If you have a moment, or if you in your spare time, I want you to read this. Exodus 20:3-5. No other gods, only me. No carved gods of any size, shape, or form of anything whatever, whether of things that fly or walk or swim. Don't bow down to them and don't serve them, because I am God, your God. Why did I read that? There are many people that love their kids more than they love God. And as the story unfolds, you're going to see that. Yeah, you're going to see that. Allegedly, the report is, well, according to the information they have revealed to us right now, they have been in a dispute since she was a toddler. And it's my personal opinion that there was a decision made in the court that was in favor of the father. The mother didn't agree, and she had the mindset that if I can't have her to myself, I would just take her away from everybody. So to me, that is pretty selfish and disrespectful. But she's not the only one.
On Sunday at 10:45 in the morning, Metro Police were called to the Rio Hotel and Casino for a welfare check. According to hotel security, multiple calls have been made looking for a mother and daughter after they failed to show up to a local cheer competition.
They knocked several times, and they called into the room without any answer. At that point in time, without anything else and no other information and nothing else suspicious, those officers advised security and they cleared from the call.
After continued calls and a renewed push on social media to locate the mother-daughter duo, hotel security returned to the room around 2:30 p.m. At that point, after no one answered the door, they decided to enter the room.
When they entered the room, they located two deceased females. They immediately backed up and called 911. Patrol arrived and secured the scene.
Police say the mother shot and killed her daughter before turning the gun on herself in an apparent murder-suicide.
Let's break this down real quick. This was totally premeditated. Something must have happened before they left Utah. So she premeditated this whole situation. She used this trip to get the daughter away from the protection of her father in the covering of the cheer competition. We know she couldn't fly with a gun, so most likely she went to a pawn shop in Vegas and bought a gun and didn't even give her daughter the opportunity to live her life. Y'all may have a different opinion on this besides me, but I find this to be really selfish. And if you lean to resolve situations like this, you are on demon time. Your mind is not right. Your mind is not right. She was only 11. She ain't even hit puberty yet. But because the mother was selfish and she had so much hatred for the father, she said, if I can't have her to myself, you can't have her either. And from what they're describing in the news reports, her daughter was a light to many people. People think that you got to be an adult to be a light to somebody. You can be a light as a baby. You can be a light as a 5-year-old.
Loved ones identified the mom and daughter as 38-year-old Tanya McGeehan and 11-year-old Addie Smith. Addie's team, Utah Extreme, releasing this message on Facebook that reads, in part, "We are completely heartbroken. No words do the situation justice. She was so beyond loved, and she will always be a part of the UXC family. While a motive hasn't been released, court documents obtained by Fox 5 indicate that McGeehan and her ex-husband, Brad Smith, have been entangled in a bitter custody dispute since Addie was a toddler. While McGeehan remained the primary parent, she lost custody of Addie in 2020 after the court deemed she had acted in ways that could alienate the child from her father.
Well, what do we say? What do we say? What did I tell y'all? My discernment be on point. I know people. I know human behavior. The mom was acting crazy. A court decision did not go in her favor. She exhibited behavior because of hatred, and she had an opportunity to take the daughter on the trip, and she was like, "You know what? I'm gonna take you away from everybody else." I make these videos because I'm letting y'all know people ain't wrapped too tight. People are sick in their minds. People don't want healing. People don't want deliverance. So guess what? When you have been infected in your mind for so long, you start to believe the things in your head are right. It's a whole bunch of people walking around here with contaminated thoughts. But because those thoughts have been going on in their mind for so long, they start to believe that is right. This is why you need the power of God in your life. For the Bible says, we do not fight against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against rulers. What are rulers? Warlocks, witches, spirits, legions of demons. Listen, I ain't gonna hold you. We all got trauma. We've all gone through something. But let's be honest about it, y'all. Y'all let me know down in the comments. Let's be honest. There's levels to it. And when I see this video, my heart just breaks for this young girl because she was only 11. And her own mom and her own bitterness and selfishness robbed her of an opportunity to live life the way she did. As far as I'm concerned, that's just not cool. You know, the way I feel about life and people is that if you want to live your life a certain way, if you want to make certain decisions, that's fine. But don't make the decision for me. If you agree, just let me know down in the comments. I don't like when people make decisions for me. If you feel different about a situation or about going about a situation than me, that is fine. Just leave me out of it because I don't agree.
Documents also revealed she had committed domestic abuse in front of Addie and said McGeehan's ability to co-parent was in serious question.
Yo, it's clear she was off the hinges, homie. She was off the hinges. She was on demon time. Yeah, we can coin that phrase over here. She was on demon time. Yeah, this is what it looks like when you don't have healing in your life. This is what it looks like. You will go to the end of the earth to prove a point and hurt other people.
The following year, McGeehan filed a temporary restraining order alleging Addie's stepmother was recording the parent-time exchanges, a violation of a court custody agreement. But by 2024, Mom McGeehan and Dad Smith had seemed to come to an agreement, the court awarding joint legal and physical custody 1 week on and 1 week off. Now, we have reached out to Addie's father and stepmother, but at this time, Cheer friends and family are asking for privacy.
Yo, this is really sad. Shout out to Addie. Tell the king we said hi. Sorry you had to go out like this. But before we go, man, we got another video to show you that this idolatry spirit is legit out here in the streets. Because y'all think I be lying. You know, whatever. But anyway, let's get into the next video. We're going to get into the next video, and you're going to see how that turned out. Here we go.
911, address of the emergency. Yes, hi. I'm at Sicily Circle. I need an ambulance. Our post office guy was just shot. Can you tell me where he was shot? I don't know what to tell you. I need help. Where is he bleeding from? He's bleeding out of his mouth. Is he conscious? Is he breathing? Yes, he is breathing. He is breathing. Please send an ambulance. Okay, ma'am, I send 005 sending them.
7219, we're at the corner of Heather Hill and Renaissance, and I'm out with Wheeler.
Yo, this is fishy already. Who randomly shoots a postal worker that's just delivering mail? But we're not going to make any conclusions. We're going to let the video roll.
Yeah. I need you to go that way. About 5 or 10 minutes ago, I heard 3 bang, bang, bang. Okay. And then I saw a guy with kind of about a sturdy guy with a jacket and running to that direction. Let's start working south for a perimeter south, and then we'll get him set up east. Hang tight for just a second. Set up east. They're holding medical. So we sent them in? I did. So I did. 41, 22, what you said. Copy that.
Yo, this is crazy. And, we living in a time you can get shot just doing your job.
Oh, forget from that way. Which way did you see him running? Huh? Which way did you see him running? I saw him. He run close stairs and then run. Hey, Josh. Last information, he was running southbound and then headed southeast from Heather Hill Circle diagonally through the houses. Go!
Man, rest in peace, Jason.
You can say Caesar, whatever you like to do. So my name is John. I'm a detective with Longmont PD. Well, what's your involvement?
I'm the supervisor, but he's also a really good friend.
Okay.
He's been telling me what's going on with his situation. I mean, right now, this is what worries me. On Friday, his lawyer just filed papers they've been going through a big custody battle, but she hasn't been speaking to him at all. So he filed some more papers so that he could get more time. And
Here we go, another mother on demon time. I told you there's more out there. I told y'all there's more out there. If you know somebody that acts like this, that has kids, y'all let me know down in the comments. But I'm telling you, it's a heavy spirit of demonic idolatry over children with parents, and they be crashing out. They full of bitterness, and they be ruining the child's life. But let the video continue.
she probably would have been served yesterday or today.
So this is
That's the baby.
This is Jason's.
Yes, a 6-year-old.
like the mother of the 6-year-old. Okay. What's her name?
Her name is Devin.
Devin.
Devan, and then it's Schreiner as her last name.
So there's some kind of child custody paperwork
Yeah,
that got served today.
So they have kind of joint custody, but lately she stopped responding to any of his messages. She won't respond to his lawyer. Just stuff. She'll send the really mean messages. I mean, she's crazy. From what I know of her, she's crazy. But I don't know if she's this crazy.
Hi, I was transferred to you. I've been getting a lot of calls from people that I know saying that there may have been an accident with my son's father.
What's your name?
Devin Schreiner?
Okay. Yeah, there's been an incident, and so we're trying to figure out what's going on.
Can you tell me what's happening? Because everybody just keeps saying there's an accident, and my son is supposed to be with him right now.
We have the son. He's fine.
You have my son?
Yep.
Why? I don't understand why nobody called me.
Well, let's figure out what's going on. So you able to come down to the police department?
I mean, you have my son. Yes, of course.
Y'all, we ain't even seen her face yet, but you can hear in her voice she already on demon time. You can already tell she a psycho helicopter parent who's controlling. But let the video roll.
I'm coming down there.
Hi.
Hi.
Are you Devin?
Yes.
Hi, Devin. I'm Detective Jones.
Hi.
Thank you for coming down. We're going to go right over here. I'm not sure where he is exactly, but we're going to come this way and we'll see if we...
I need my son.
Okay.
So somebody needs to tell me where he is.
Okay. We'll find that out right away. This is just our... We're going to go right here. I think they're going to bring him down this way.
Okay, well, I need him to be here now.
Okay.
Who is he with?
He's going to be with an officer.
Bro, she coming in with that energy. She don't even care. She in the police department. She turned up. Yeah, this ain't looking good for her.
Right now. So I need to know where my kid is, and I need to know what's happening because nobody's telling me anything.
I'm sure they're bringing somebody down. We're going to tell you what's going to happen. Do you want to take a seat for a second? You can stay standing if you'd like, but...
Let me start off with today. When did you get to work?
I got to work about 7:45, 8 o'clock.
Okay.
And I started delivering about 10:30.
What time did you get off work?
Almost 5.
Y'all, did y'all know the post office had detectives? I never knew that. Wow, that's crazy. So the post office has its own police department. Well, you learn something new every day.
So you got back into your Nissan. It was at the post office? And then you drove the Nissan from work to home?
Yes.
Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. Does anybody else drive that vehicle, or is that just your car?
That's mine.
Are you the only one that has keys to the car?
Yeah.
There's no spare keys for the car or anything like that?
I mean, I have a spare set somewhere in my house, but
But you said you live by yourself?
yeah.
I don't know if y'all realize this, but police be having more information than they lead on. And most of the time when they're asking you questions, they already have the answers. But let's continue.
Is there a way that I can be escorted to the bathroom?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll get you to the bathroom. Can I show you this first, if you don't mind?
Person.
You mind if I sit here? So I don't want to invade your space, so I'll sit right here for you. Oh, so it happened in this general area, in the Sounds Drive at Heather Hill Circle. Okay. One of the things that we went out and did today, or the police department did, and they had a lot of help, is they pulled surveillance video from a lot of different locations in the area. Yes. It actually captured what happened.
Y'all, why is she holding on to the couch like she about to make a run for it? Why is she holding on to the couch like she about to make a run for it? She walked in there thinking she was gonna get her son and walk out and get off scot-free with murder over a custody dispute. You know, this is what happened when your mindset is above the law, that even when you have the paperwork, even when you have the judge on your side, even when things are in favor of the man, you still have mothers like this that want to act cash crazy and go against the rules.
Videos.
That's what the detective said.
Okay. They also captured the vehicle that was involved on the surveillance footage. And they captured the license plate. And it was your vehicle. You know, but almost every house has these days. They have cameras. So we had your car over there. You already told me you're the only person that drives that vehicle.
I also told you I was at work, and nobody seems to believe that.
Yeah. No, we understand that you are at work for part of the time. I believe that.
I didn't say that either.
Say what?
I didn't say part of the time. I said I was at work all of the time.
Okay. Your vehicle was over there where this happened at the time that it happened. We have witnesses and we have surveillance footage.
I don't have an answer for that.
Okay, you don't have an answer. You have like zero answer. How do you think something like that could happen?
Y'all, we got to do better than that. I need you to tell the people, why was your vehicle spotted on the Ring cameras during your ex-husband's route? We want to know.
I'm going to ask to speak to a lawyer if we're going to continue with this question. I don't have an answer for that.
So here's the situation. I need you to go ahead and turn around for me. Turn around. Put your hands behind your back. Do not move, okay? Release your fingers. All right. So you are under arrest, okay? So we're going to take you downstairs. We are going to get your clothing and we'll let you go back and go, okay? Right this way.
There it is. There it is. Let's keep going. Life in prison over a custody dispute. Insane. Insane. Y'all, that's the end of the video. The message for today is be careful who you procreate with. Because sex can ruin your life. Real talk. Sex can ruin your life. If you're asking me how, STDs, transferable spirits, crazy spouses like this. It's very important that you vet the people that you plant a seed and extend your family with, because you could end up like this or be going through situations like this. And I'm telling you, man, if you're a person that really wants to be a father or even a mother, and you put in this position where you cannot see your child because the relationship deteriorated, it's not a good place to be. Y'all, man, prayers for the family, prayers to those who were lost. Rest in peace, Jason. Rest in peace to the young girl. Man, I'm praying for y'all. God back in the schools and the homes. If you made it to the end of this video, like, comment, subscribe. Remember, I love you and God loves you.